Evening, everyone. I'm here with a late night broadcast. This is Jason. It's Mecha Taco. We're playing Animal Crossing. Uh, Briefly, I'm tired. It's been a few days. We've only done one Sterling invite, so let's go do another one, shall we? I missed the time. It's after midnight. So it's almost 1 o'clock. Oh, Bug Off will start Saturday. Interesting. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm eating a cookie. I don't care. It's but very good. Very good cookie. It's been a rough weekend. Um, Hello. Deal. Let's get my stuff first. Whatever, throw away. Um, Saturday was great. Actually, Rachel surprised me by taking me out, um, and that was wonderful. It was nice to have adult time. I don't mean that solicitously. I mean just just some time, just some time off. Um, from the kids, which I love the kids, but as a full-time parent, it can be exhausting at times. So that was very nice. Um, and then Sunday, no, I haven't been inviting you. You nut, you goof. Do I have anything? I do have a coconut. Here you go, Dottie. I still haven't decided if you're staying or not yet. Ooh, Zen cushion. Sunday was Father's Day. And my wife and my boys, they had everything planned, what they were going to do. And it was going to be, a day where I didn't have to worry about anything, which, very nice. Um, Unfortunately, life gets in the way, and Mochi, my cat, the queen, who has interrupted many a broadcast, she wasn't doing too well. And my wife ended up taking her into the vet, and long story short, it was time for her to go. And that sucked. That was the worst. I, I don't know how else to explain it. Mochi has been my familiar for years. She's older than Reese. Um, her personality has evolved over time. Um, but she was always my cat, and that was it was very unexpected. Wasn't ready for it. Not that you ever really are ready for it. It was a very long day, and I mean I was there with her when she passed. You know, hopefully giving some solace to her. I know it gave a lot of solace to me. Um, but it utterly sucks. It really, really does. I can't describe how much it blows. Um, I keep catching glimpses of her around the house too, which is the worst. And then, like, if I just like lay down for a moment, my first instinct is to call for her to let her know I'm laying down so that she can come and bother me. Um, and yeah, she's not there. So I'm still coming to terms with all of this. You know, when my other cat, well, I haven't. Give me a second. What? Yeah, it's fine. What? Jeez Louise. No, my controller's fine. Um, Tama, which is more or less her brother. We got them at the same time. Different parents, but they were both adopted at the same time, many years ago. He had developed a number of issues, and he really held on. And when it was his time, it was almost like we knew. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't easy. But it was easier to accept. Because he struggled. But I mean, he really fought it. And while I do appreciate the fact that I can actually leave wires out now without them being chewed in the morning, yeah, it was still rough. But because he had been suffering for so long, it made his passing a little bit easier. Mochi was just like typical Mochi fashion. She had just had enough. She was done. So that was her way of saying, hey, you know what? Screw it. I'm done. And I can accept that, but it still really sucks. It really does. So I apologize if I'm not my usual... I was about to say my usual chipper self, but I'm not really that chipper, am I? Hey, I need to check Anka. No, she's not here. I'm still in a bit of a daze. It's Monday. Technically Tuesday. So I'm having a cookie. She was a good cat. She could be a pain. She could absolutely be a pain. But she was a good cat. My first, actually. I had, growing up, I had always wanted a cat. Always. But it just wasn't happening. My parents weren't too big on pets. We had birds and stuff, but they had pets before, I had a dog before, and losing him, I think, uh, basically, wrote them off of any more pets. Um, Now, as I grew older, now I was still living at home at that time, mind you. Um, I ended up getting a. Oh no, he wanted firewood, just firewood. Uh, I ended up getting a dwarf bunny, um, which was a big deal at the time because I mean that again it was a big pet. There we go. And then ironically, my my parents ended up adopting a cat, a very unique cat. His name was Ralph. Uh, he was not your typical cat by any means. He was more like a dog than he was a cat. He was cool. I liked Ralph a lot. Um, but anyway, that by that time I had already moved out. Um, so anyway, it had always been my dream to have a cat, and then Rachel and I uh, decided to adopt Tama, our first cat, and I was like, he really needs a friend, and in the same area was this little black cat with little white around her mouth, and she was adorable because she had the massive, massive owl eyes, and she looked like an owl. And I picked her up, and she immediately like just put her little paws around me, and I was like, "We're getting this one. It has to be this one." So technically, Tama was Rachel's cat. Mochi was mine. Um, and yeah, that was it. In the story. Um, she's been with me for many years. She spent many nights sitting in my lap as I wrote my novel. Um, she spent nights with me when I've been at my lowest. You know, she's been there. Um, as obnoxious as it was to have her sit there and just tap on your arm for your attention, I miss that right now. I find myself looking just to make sure she's not there. Um, or in the middle of the night, or in the middle of the night where she just climbs up on you and just it just starts smacking you in the face with her paw. Uh, sorry, I forgot. I need to talk with Goober here. Sterling. Like I said, I apologize. Tonight's a little rough. I want to do this. My plan had been to continue playing Protect Night, but I'm not feeling it. I played some Street Fighter earlier with Aaron, and that was cool. Um, Boosted my confidence with Lily, man, but it was a struggle. Like I was given 100% there to beat his characters with Lily. Not that makes him feel any better because he lost, but that's fine. He can lose. All right, done. We got Sterling on the way. Well, he's not on the way, but he's been invited again. So mission accomplished. I'm just looking for. God, so many weeds. I'm just taking a quick peek for money. Make sure there's no money trees around. Have another bite of a cookie. I might also be a little bit inebriated, but that's neither here nor there. Sprinkle looks very confused. What up, Sprinkle? On time no chats, wars. I think we've both been so busy we forgot to talk to each other. Oh, we did. Pretty much. Have a coconut. Thanks. Have this piece of crap and antiquated bit of technology that I was throwing out anyway. Thanks, Sprinkle. Appreciate it. Wow, a lot of gyroids. She's a good cat. Really was. Balloon? I haven't seen a balloon in a while. Do I even have a slingshot? I don't. Well, screw it. Not getting the balloon. This may seem a little mean. And she didn't do it so much later in her later years, but definitely early on, you could get mochi hugs out of her. So if you held her and say walked next to a faucet that happened to be on, she would wrap her paws around you and give you a hug, and it was the cutest thing. I know it's like it's forcing a hug out of her, but I still loved it. It's terrible. I'm not getting the money trees right now. You know what? That's it. We're done. I'm done for tonight. I'm just... I don't know. I don't know. That's the hardest thing about being a pet owner. It really is. Unless you hate animals, then it's fine. It does really, really suck. You know. And again, she was really my first cat, so yeah. Anyway, I'm done for tonight. Oh man, I am so done for tonight. I'm tired. I still need to go make lunch and breakfast and a bunch of other stuff. I got things to do. Oh, I'm tired. And I look like my avatar for once. Typically, my avatars are like busty and bikini clad. There's a pattern. I don't know if it's coincidence. I assure you. All right, folks. That's it. I'm done. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Until next time, I've been Jason. This has been Mecha Taco. This is Animal Crossing. Sterling is one more day from being invited. All is well. I am ready to wrap things up. Excuse me. Good night, folks. Beep.